This video is sponsored by the award-winning Daily Market Movements trading platform. To open a live or demo account, simply visit dmmtradingplatform.com. Hello guys, it's Max here from Daily Market Movements. Welcome to another episode where today we're going to be analysing the Nasdaq100 futures chart. Just before I start today's video, anyone who's interested in joining my free analysis group over on Telegram, then please do not hesitate to scan this QR code on your screen. Let's start here by looking at the Nasdaq100. We're declining for the third trading session in a row, currently down 1.5%. So the Nasdaq100 has pretty much given up all of its gains since last Wednesday's Jerome Powell conference, where the market surged significantly. And we are now testing that 50-day moving average. Now, it's quite difficult to navigate this market going forward. There's a lot of worry out there at this moment in time. And, several key analysts that I like to follow, the likes of Mike Wilson, for example, has come out and said that he expects the S&P 500 to hit anywhere between 3,000 to 3,300, which, of course, are fresh lows. Sorry about that. Let me just get rid of my WhatsApp. 3,000 to 3,300 would be very problematic for the broader stock market, because of course that would drag the Nasdaq100 probably below the current low is down around 10,600. So I would definitely be looking for a move lower here probably in the coming days. But that being said, I wouldn't be surprised if we did have one final push higher. But I still do believe that going into Q1 next year, we are going to see probably a retest of these lows. There are a few things combating my outlook, and that of course is falling inflation. Now, where it becomes a bit challenging is on the 13th of December, so in about just over a week's time, we do hear the CPI reading, and if it shows that inflation is coming down heavy, which I believe it will, because if you just have a look at crude oil, guys, crude oil is now trading at $75 a barrel. It's come down significantly this past month or so, and that obviously has a massive impact on inflation data. But if we have the CPI reading, and especially the core CPI, come down, then that of course is going to put more pressure on the Fed to, perhaps think of a pivot later on this year at least, or really bring down their interest rate hikes from 0.5 down to 0.25%, which is the usual rate that they hike at. So that would be very problematic for my outlook on the market, that we probably will go and test new lows going into Q1 next year, because that would most probably spark a very sharp rally in these markets, especially the Nasdaq100, which is very tech focused. So I think if we look back at when the last CPI reading come out and it coming a lot lower than expected, the Nasdaq100 rallied 7%. I'm not saying that we're going to rally 7% again, but we could easily rally 3 to 4%. If you just think of what the reaction the market had after Jerome Powell's Fed conference last week, we was up around 3.54% on that trading session. So if we get inflation come out, then of course that could potentially be a catalyst, a lower inflation number. That could be another catalyst that sends us back up towards the swing highs. But ultimately, I feel like we will be capped around the 0.5 fib area, and we will ultimately fall down. I feel like if we take out the 50-day EMA, which is down at 11,400, then that really does open the door back down towards the swing low. So technology turning around sharply here. And, again, I wouldn't be surprised to see us move lower over the coming days and weeks. I've been saying for the past couple of months that the first week of this month is when I expected the markets to probably peak. And, that's when we'll probably go and retarget the lows here.